everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful start of the new year so far. I'm so excited about this bullet journal setup because I've never done anything like this, and I have to say that it has become my favorite setup. I can't wait for you to plan with me, and in case you missed it, if you want to see a full flip through of all of my setups since I first started in 2017, click on the recommended video below or the link in the upper right hand corner, and then let me know which one was your absolute favorite and why down in the comments, because one lucky person will actually be getting a signed special print of this month's cover artwork and a little letter from me through the mail. This is such a nice way to actually say thank you and to get the conversation going in this community. I can't wait to read through all of your comments. For this cover page, I started by painting the moons with ink instead of watercolor because I love how dark the black can get. And then I went back in with my Fentech gold palette to add a bit of highlight and shimmer to it. I let that dry and then cut it out. I also did it this way because I knew that I'd be using a lot of water for the painting, and so the Arches watercolor paper would hold up much better and give me the ability to give the moon more texture and shadow. I have all of my supplies down in the description if you're interested. They are affiliate links, which means that I get a tiny commission from them, so thank you so much. And if you want this setup as well, you can find a link down along the description. Also, want to thank Skillshare for sponsoring this video today. They are so kind, and I'll talk more about them later. After the paintings are done, I then went back into my journal and inked the rest of the illustration and added in more gold accents with my gold jelly roll to tie it all back together. Guiding our way in the night sky, the moon shines its light among the twinkling stars and watches over us. It collects our wishes, plans our year, and is magic at its finest. Only in our imagination can we hold the magic of the moon in our hands and see it in all of its glory. But the bunny and the bear know that only in our imagination can we find ways to make our dreams come true. So they grew the longest flower ever grown, to grow up to the moon and gently embrace its light with its beautiful leaves. On the next page is a simple decorative drawing of the stars, moon, and sun, keeping in line with my vertical setup for 2019 and setting the celestial mood for the month. This month is also dedicated to our imagination and the power of it. When I did a search for the definition of imagination, I loved it so much that I decided to add it into my setup. Imagination is the act or power of forming a mental image of something not present in the senses or never before wholly perceived in reality. It is a creative ability, the ability to confront and deal with a problem. Imagination is a thinking or active mind, the creation of the mind, specially an idealized or poetic creation. Mary Ann Radmacher said that every possibility begins with the courage to imagine, and this is absolutely true. I want us to imagine our year. Imagine what we will have accomplished by the end of it, and take a moment to visualize it and then to believe in the possibility of it. To keep the purpose of my bullet journal as my sidekick for this year and to keep it very simple for me to use, I've moved my at a glance calendars to the very front, keeping the overview of the entire year in one place. I mentioned a little more about that in my 2019 setup, and that is also linked below if you missed it or if you just want to see it again. I also expanded my monthly calendar to fill the 2-page spread instead of the 1 page I have been using. And instead of creating a separate milestone page, I'm going to track my milestones directly in my calendar. This way, I can flip back to each month's calendar and reminisce everything that happened in a month in order, and I can also see what day it happened. On the right of the calendar is a little section for my goals for this month, which are to keep things simple. This is what I want to focus on this year, and we'll need to practice it every month to replace my habit now of overthinking, which then turns to worry and fear, and then that stops me from doing so many things. So if you do this too, we'll conquer this together. My next goal is to begin illustrations for my book, and I'm so excited for this. If you want to see the illustrations or any progress on the book, check out the Blush community on Patreon. This is the only place I'll be posting any work on the book to make sure that my ideas and my images are not stolen before they are published. So take a peek and check it out at the link below. I would love for you to join me there. My last 2 goals are to be much more organized with my time, and this goes hand in hand with keeping things simple, because overthinking takes up so much time and sometimes we don't even realize that. And then I'm actually planning to move my little studio to another room in my house, so hopefully I can start working on that by the end of the month. I have so many plans for that already, and I'm just so excited to start shopping for it. And then finally, after a few different tries and failures, the bunny and bear were able to embrace the magic of the moon as they welcome it into their space. Joy sprung from the ground and whisked through the air because their imagination was given the chance to be realized into reality. Underneath the illustration is a final quote by Albert Einstein, summing up the entire mood for the month. He says, "Logic will get you from A to B. Imagination will take you everywhere." So here's the final flip through. It is so simple, clean, and every page was designed with so much intention. It motivates me to keep going, and it is exactly what I want my bullet journal to do for me. I have a feeling that 2019 will be even better than the last year. It's going to be a fun ride no matter what happens or doesn't happen. I also want to take a moment to give a huge shout out to Skillshare. I've talked about them before, and I am so thankful to still be working with them today. If you want to learn more this year and get better in drawing, improve your handwriting, or anything else you can think of creatively, Skillshare is my favorite place to do that. I've been watching a few watercolor classes to help me paint with less worry and basically stop being too much of a perfectionist to keep things more simple this year. And one of those classes that I like and is so easy to follow is called Modern Watercolor Florals, 3 Ways. You can check out that class or pick another one that works better for you, because they have 25,000 classes now with new ones constantly added, and they are offering the first 500 people who sign up using the link in my description a 2-month premium membership for free. Otherwise, memberships do begin around $10 a month. I hope this video inspires you to use your imagination, believe in it, and find ways to make it a reality. My whole life right now, this amazing community and every opportunity that I had was at one point something I could only imagine. And if it's possible for me, it's definitely possible for you. I'll see you next time. Bye.